Reports emerged this week that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is considering revoking the residency permits of some Palestinians living in East Jerusalem beyond the security barrier. This is one of those rare moments where people on the left and the right are united in their strong opposition to an idea. Joining JPost TV today is right-wing commentator Nadav Ha'etzny and Aviv Tetersky of the left-wing NGO Iramim to explain why. If this plan was to actually go ahead, would you say that Netanyahu was, in effect, dividing Jerusalem?
No, actually, he would be turning Jerusalem into a prison, where their most basic human rights are violated, and he would maybe for what he thinks is he would guarantee Israeli control of the city, but that would be very unsustainable.
Yes, first yes, but I think that we should first ask the question whether it's possible. So first, I think that from a legal point of view, it's almost impossible. And if you add the fact that there will be international pressure against this such an intention of Netanyahu, then I think that it is only warm air that is being expressed out of frustration from Netanyahu's side, and not something which can be operational. Mm-hmm. But the real problem is that it's a wrong step anyway.
What do you think the implications would be for those Arabs who would lose their residencies?
Well, they're basically expelled from their city because once they don't have residency, they're not allowed to come into Israel. And since Israel annexed East Jerusalem, it means they can't come into East Jerusalem. And when you bring up the idea of a transfer of population, of course, the big majority of the Israeli public is strongly against it and would say that Israel as a moral state, democratic state, it's something that it would never do. But the effect is basically expelling people from their city.
The implications for the Jerusalem Arabs will be catastrophic, and they know it perfectly well. The vast majority of them, who I believe oppose most of the hostile steps that are being taken against us, meaning most of the Palestinian population of Jerusalem understands that the fact that they are Israeli, even if they are not citizens, Israeli residents, and all the rights that they receive as an outcome of it, and the fact that they live in a democratic country and not in an Arab regime, and they know exactly what's the meaning of Arab regime with the Palestinian Authority, which is violence, which is corruption, which is catastrophic. So I think that for them it will be a nightmare.
This suggestion came in response to the recent wave of terror, much of which is coming out of those East Jerusalem neighborhoods. What do you think is the solution to stop this terror?
We know that the direct cause for the violence was preventing of Muslims from entering Haram al-Sharif Temple Mount. So definitely Israeli government should have known it's a very unwise step, a dangerous step, and they should not do it again. And we know that the situation in Jerusalem is deteriorating because it's a city it's a binational city, but the government treats it as if only Jews live there. So recognizing Jerusalem as a city that belongs to both Jews and Palestinians, Israelis and Palestinians, and recognizing the fact that the conflict is not manageable. It's not something you can just manage and keep it calm. You need to arrive at a resolution with East Jerusalem, Palestinian capital.
We should give these people all the regular rights that the Jerusalemite residents received, and we should tackle all the educational stuff that they receive. We should consider them as Jerusalemite in any sense. If we'll deal with them this way, they will be, most of them, I would say, will be loyal citizens, loyal residents. Now, they are inside the city. It's impossible to think that if you will put another fence, it will solve the problem. Look how it solved the problems of Gaza. The same stupidness.